We're going guilty pleasure songs. Any other announcements we should make before we get into this?
Probably not.
Housekeeping, as they say in the business.
None that I can think of. How about you?
No, I think we should get right into it.
All right, sweet. Who should go first?
This card is blank.
Wow.
I will go first.
Why was that card there?
Again, as always, we start at number 5.
Yep. Work our way
up to number 1. And also, typically, we'll have some honorable mentions.
It'd be pretty anticlimactic if we started at our number 1.
Show Business 101.
Yeah.
Build up to the number 1.
Keep the people wanting more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in my number 1, you're going to want to stick around for that. Because
Same
maybe I'll
here.
even sing a little bit of it for you.
I probably won't. I actually might on mine.
We have to actively keep Cameron from singing. So. Okay, one disclaimer before I get into these. A lot of them, for me, is 90s.
This is like the 4th disclaimer you've put on this.
90s R&B.
Yeah.
I find myself going back to 90s R&B and soul music a lot.
Yeah. People don't normally listen to that now.
I mean, I don't know. It kind of depends on where you're at. I mean, white guys in the Midwest, though, I don't know. Probably not typically. But we grew up listening to stuff because my dad, who is also very white like us, from Arkansas originally, for whatever reason, and Dad, you're probably watching this right now, he's super into R&B music.
And I thought that was normal.
We're talking and we're not talking just like the hits.
Yeah.
He had the CDs. We're talking Keith Sweat, Brian McKnight, some of the R&B heroes of the 90s. Yeah. So we grew up kind of listening to that stuff. Didn't think it was weird, but it's
until we listened to our friends' music.
Yeah.
And realized.
And their dads listened to Eagles and I don't know.
Yeah,
Journey.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, yeah.
I'm not a rock and roll guy, really.
Yeah. So we have kind of an interesting blend of flavors growing up. So, number 5.
Any more disclaimers before we get started?
Let me think. No. Number 5. All right. I'm going Ignition Remix by R. Kelly. Okay?
That's so good. That's such a good song.
From the first note, that's the sound that you make when you hear it. Now, usually I don't do this, but let me break a little piece of the remix. Now, I'm not trying to be fruit. Okay.
Sorry.
It's great. And a little fun fact about this song. So, this would have been in 2008, maybe 2009. Jared, my best friend, you'll hear me mention him a lot probably. Yeah. We were throwing a party for his business, a big old blowout party. He detailed cars. We had this big party, and we both worked at a church full time. He had this, at the time, he had this business on the side, and we invited a ton of church people to this party. This was not a church event. This was just a New Year's party, and we hired a guy named Eric Donaldson. Eric, if you're watching.
He's probably not.
I'm just going to assume that these people are watching. Yeah. To play some acoustic music as people were coming in. I mean, this party was legit.
Bumping.
This was,
as they say.
Whenever the party was, it was the same year as Kanye released the album 808s and Heartbreak, because I remember we had that playing on loop as we were setting up for the party.
That makes sense.
I was helping him set up.
Stands to reason.
His bestie, we're in there setting up. And there was a big discussion, big controversy. Mm-hmm. Eric was going to sing Ignition Remix. And we thought, that's pretty edgy.
Yeah.
I mean, the crowd that's going to be here,
they won't know what to do with themselves.
They'll be very offended if they hear an acoustic rendition of an Ignition Remix
sung
by Eric Donaldson. I actually, I don't remember if he actually went through with it. We might have axed it. No, but I think he did.
Pull the old ripcord.
Eric, leave a comment. I know you're watching. Leave a comment. Let me know. Did you sing this at the Shine and Dime Christmas party or New Year's party 2009?
Circa 2009. You know what I've always wondered?
Yeah.
What the regular Ignition song sounds
It's not really out there. It's got to be out there somewhere. It's probably real slow.
The fact that the remix to Ignition always pops into people's heads. But
I'm not trying to be rude, but hey, pretty girl. It's probably like that pace.
Yeah, it's probably really slow and boring.
R. Kelly really cranked it up for this.
Speaking of R. Kelly, one of my honorable mentions, R. Kelly, Trapped in the Closet, Chapter 11, You're Welcome.
Okay, yes. Yeah. If you're anywhere near the internet right now and you want to...
Just pause this video.
Waste 10 minutes?
I would say Trapped in the Closet Chapter 11 is probably only 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Just one chapter.
The whole album.
Yeah. You want to waste a day, though.
If you want to waste a whole hour, listen to the whole Trapped in the Closet R. Kelly album because it's the same song over and over again with the same melody but with different lyrics.
Yeah.
Tells a story that's just so ridiculous. Chapter 11, is it Chapter 11?
Chapter 11.
Chapter 11, if you want to just get the peak, go to Chapter 11.
Yeah.